Welcome back. The Namibian Broadcasting Corporation, led by the Ministry of Information and Communication Technology, has inaugurated radio services at Impalila Island in the Kabbe constituency of the Zambezi region. This significant milestone highlights the broadcaster's commitment to enhancing connectivity as well as improving access to quality radio services for all Namibians. To provide more insight, we have on the line the Chief of News and Programming, Ms. Menesia Muinjo. Ms. Muinjo, good evening and thank you so much for joining us here on the Daily Roundup. Welcome.
Thank you and greetings to you, Nina.
Thank you so much. To start with, perhaps you can talk to us about, this milestone and the significance of launching FM radio services on Impalila Island for the Namibian Broadcasting Corporation and, of course, most importantly, the local community within the Zambezi region.
Yeah, thank you, Nina. The NBC mandate is clear that we have to ensure that the nation is informed, educated, and then entertained. And we are also aware that there have been pockets of some communities in Namibia that did not have, and some still do not have, access to some of the NBC services. The Impalila Island was one of those. And this morning, the Minister of Information, Communication Technology launched the services, at least two stations now, two languages now, English for National FM and Silozi for our Ngwani FM. Now, ensured that the community there are able to follow the NBC news and programs and related services.
Talk to us about the challenges the residents of Impalila Island face with radio signal reception and how this new infrastructure addresses these issues.
Information usually empowers and helps the community or individuals to take informed decisions and also form certain opinions. Now, in this case, the community of Impalila, since they did not really have access to our radio services, they were in a way forced to find options. Those that have means to technology, fine, they could probably use NBC Plus, but there were also challenges with network connectivity and things like that. But the obvious thing is that they followed, as per the reports we picked up, they followed the services or the content from nearby countries like Botswana. Mm-hmm. And I saw it this morning. We were in a car and we could easily pick up the radio stations from nearby countries. That means they will be left out on any other decisions that will come from the country. We know that there is usually cabinet briefing. There are so many things. We are approaching the 35th independence anniversary. We have an inauguration of a new president coming. Now, without these services and this information, that community will be in a form of blackout, which is not, in an independent Namibia now, this time and moment, it's not really called for.
Mm-hmm. Mene, the ICT minister also mentioned the rollout of direct-to-home television services known as DTH. So how soon can Namibians expect to access these television services and what steps are now being taken to achieve a nationwide network coverage?
The NBC management, under the leadership of the Director General, Mr. Stanley Similo, of course, with the arcing leadership of the Ministry of Information and Communication Technology, have been really working hard to find best options. Those who may have followed, they may know that NBC has been using DTT then, digital terrestrial the television, and to get the community the access that is needed. But now the modern way of doing it, which is also seen to be affordable, and that will give access to 100% of the Namibian nation, is the DTH. Now, to tell you when this will happen, I think I'll leave that to the day when we'll have the launch. I know that everything is on track. The team that has been tasked with that has been working, and I'm sure soon the Director General and the Minister will make the appropriate announcement, but the community should look out for that great news that will come their way, 100% in terms of coverage.
Oh, we look forward to it.
Programming.
Also, Menesia, what additional initiatives is the NBC planning to enhance its services and ensure reliable broadcasting for even the most remote communities within the country?
Yeah, having started with Impalila Island shows that we're really trying to reach the various remote areas. But apart from putting up infrastructure in those remote areas, we're also making use of the latest technology. Like the sign language interpretation is one of them that has started recently. There's simultaneous translations on all our radio services. We have also introduced that recently. And the aim is to reach out to all those remote areas and the different communities. That is now you talk TV when you use sign language interpretation. But when it comes to radio, we have also started now with streaming because we work hand in hand with telecoms, for example, that will help us with connectivity issues. We know that young people, 71% of Namibians are young people. I'm not talking now from zero, but those that are able to use the technology. We are also embracing the new technology to ensure that young people can follow our content from wherever they are. And NBC Plus is one of that that's supposed to reach all corners of the country and outside Namibia. So that's also one way of ensuring that our people, our listeners, our audience are updated and follow us at any time and wherever they are.